As a Black woman, I am very, very cognizant of stereotypes. I'm very aware of the world's perception of me. And one of the things that people love to talk about Black women in a negative sense is how loud we are, how ghetto we are. And because those of us who are ambitious, those of us who aspire to more, who may want to take up space in rooms that traditionally may not have many faces that look like ours, we've learned to be quiet deliberately in order to combat the idea that we are all too loud, too much, too boisterous, too flamboyant, too ghetto. But there's a downside to that. Not the ambition, not the wanting more, not the self-awareness or the agreeable willingness to change your behavior. It's that we're censoring ourselves too much and in the wrong way. Yes, very often the world looks at us as too loud, too much. And sometimes, frankly, we are. Sometimes it's not appropriate for you to be the loudest voice in the room because maybe it's not your room, or maybe it's not your story, or maybe you're not the right audience, or maybe you shouldn't be the focus for everyone's attention. But that's not the case all the time. But because many of us have gotten used to censoring ourselves, we don't always know when to speak up, and so we don't speak up at all. That's a mistake. You have to learn when and how to use your voice. And using your voice appropriately, effectively, doesn't mean all the time that you're the loudest voice. It could be you're the voice with the most data. It could be you're the voice with the most heart. It could be you're the voice with the best timing, or that you chose to speak in front of just the right ears. Be careful that you don't censor yourself needlessly or too much, because it's not that Black women shouldn't speak up. It's that too often we speak up at the wrong time in front of the wrong people. Everyone is not supposed to hear your story. Be careful with your voice because it has power. It has resonance. It is a weapon in the right circumstance. So be careful how, where, and what you speak, because the world already has very defined ideas about what you should be allowed to say. But that should never be the sum total or even the start of your story. Yeah,